I'd like to ask Andrew a question. So many of you guys have heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general, but a lot of you haven't got into it it's really technical or it's very volatile. It's just crazy right now. And so a lot of people haven't got into it because they are scared, really. They just don't want to commit money to it. So just to give you an idea, yesterday on November 23rd, $147 million was transferred from one country to another for a total cost of 37 cents. Before, you'd have to get armed trucks and all these crazy things and spend millions of dollars to transfer that money. But using Bitcoin, that one transaction only cost 37 cents. So Bitcoin is literally changing the world. That's why we heard that banks are meeting about it, because they're scared. So basically, we came up with our inspiration for idea from Bitcoinity. This guy built a very simple chart to see the current Bitcoin price, transactions, and he, on this chart alone, right now has 12,000 people who are looking at this chart. That's huge. So we wanted to do something very simple, very effective, very efficient, related to Bitcoin, kind of like this, where we could get a bajillion users and not really have to do anything. So we came up with CryptoTrader. So CryptoTrader is pretty much for anyone from like a Bitcoin noob to a very seasoned pro can trade any sort of cryptocurrency in a simulated environment. So they are not actually spending money. So if we go here, we can show you a login of the functional site that we have built. And here we have pretty much a dashboard. And so you have your wallet, you have the amounts of the cryptocurrencies. We picked Bitcoin, Litecoin, Namecoin, and then US dollars. When you start, you get like $10,000. Pretty much everyone gets the same amount, and you get to trade that. You get to buy Bitcoin, transfer it to Litecoin, and over here we have all the current prices, the highs, the lows, the averages. So you can basically play around with cryptocurrency and get an understanding of how it works and how much money you could make in this environment without actually having to spend money, which is great. So here we have some transaction history, so you can kind of see what you've done so far to kind of track your progress. And then up here we have the leaderboard. This leaderboard will basically take a look at all the current users in the system, and it can identify the people who had the most success this week, the top gainers, and people like Alex Lawrence who haven't been doing so well this week. We can track these people, and basically there's a little element of gamification where you can try and make your way to the top. So then this is where it gets really good. We came up with this idea, and then Garrett, who is the genius of this team, came up with the idea for monetization. Basically, it's an ad-free, easy-to-use, simple, but really effective trading simulator. And what we do is we are able to track, using the history, the highest performing traders based off their buys and sells, and then we mimic their buying and selling behavior with our actual accounts. So when someone who has been very successful trading on here is buying, we will actually be buying. And when they're selling, we will be selling for reals in our accounts. So we let them do the work for us, and we're able to then profit off of that. So there will be no advertisements, nothing like that. It's kind of like Ender's Game, if any of you have seen that. And yeah, so I came here wanting to have fun and build something cool related to Bitcoin, and we definitely succeeded in that. So thanks, everyone.